Okay, 150 beats a minute to 180. I'll talk to you about the game plan as we get going here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and boom, boom, chuck, tick, boom, boom, chuck, tick, boom, boom, chuck, tick, boom, boom, chuck, tick. Okay, what we're going to do is just sit at 150 beats a minute. Oh, I got to turn this light on down here. We're going to sit down there at that 150 beats a minute for 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. Boom, boom, chuck, boom, boom, chuck. We'll do this for 3 minutes, not including the stop to turn on the lights for the feet. Okay, we're going to do this for 3 minutes just to warm up our left hand and try to not be too jerky with our right hand. Not wait too long before we drop it down and let it play. I'm using a different foot technique. I don't think you can see that in that view. This is called heel toe, but I think of it as hip ankle. One hip stroke and one ankle stroke. That'll keep my leg nice and relaxed. Right now we're halfway through the first plateau, where we're just warming up here. I'm realizing I'm kind of biting on the hi-hat cymbal, so I'm trying to loosen that up. This seems so fast to me. This might be over sooner than later. Okay, now we have 1 minute and 7 seconds left to warm up. Yeah, I'm definitely getting my left hand into that fulcrum where my thumb is directly across from my index finger. Every time I talk, my technique goes to hell. Heck. Notice I'm not putting my stick way up on my shoulder at this speed. Don't try to dig into your hi-hat or your snare. Get ready for a nice, long acceleration. Just straighten my spine. We got 13 seconds left before we kick in to the acceleration. Starting to use the molar on my left hand, which I noticed I did on the replay when I watched on the 120 to 150 as well. Okay, we've been accelerating for 13 seconds. Got 5 more minutes of acceleration and 1 minute of holding the beat at 180. You know, one thing I think is a real fault in my original videos I've been doing is not discussing, like, you know, make sure your bass drum plays at the same time as my bass drum. Make sure your snare is at the same time as my snare. Just did a lesson with a student, and he was totally in the right tempo, just starting at the wrong time and then locking into the tempo. Great. And there are these excuse me. There are these things I take it for granted. I paused my bass drum to think right then. Boom. Okay, we're going 157 now. There are these things I take for granted that my students, that you guys are aware of. But if you just start at the slowest speeds, if you're just somebody new who's watching this, not playing along or something, if you stop at the slowest speeds and really focus on your accuracy, not just with your technique, but with your timing with me too. Yay, we made it to 160. My left forearm on top is burning a little. I'm going to try and lower this stick. There it is. We need to have a height on our stick, you know, whatever yours is, you know. It's just just feels like you could do this all day. Now I'm starting to use my fingers on my left hand. Can't see it in this image right here. You can see it in this one. See how I'm using less wrist? I need to sit up straight. Just went to the French grip. That's one of the things I do when I get tired is I switch grips. And I have a lot of French grips, American grips. I'm bringing my thumb and my index finger, the biggest bone there on the index finger, on the top. We're at 166. I'm bringing them close together. I need to concentrate on just talking. I don't see how I'm going to make it to 180. You know, we got 13, 12 more beats a minute to go, and my left hand is locking. I'll get in the French. French molar is what I call it. Okay, now I've flipped over back into the American with the thumb and first finger are together, touching each other like a table on top of the stick to inhibit the rebound. We're at 171. This is why we play ambidextrously too. Watch this. Of course my hi-hat's too low because of playing open. My left hand's like, oh man, that was nice. Bring it back. We're 173. My left hand is like, what? I'm going to tip my stick so bring up my elbow like this so my stick won't bounce as much because I'll be playing at the point of the stick. Ooh, this hurts. This is a dumb thing to do. I should just stop. I won't though, because in case you're just having a great time, I want to play with you. Bass drum's got tons of gas in the tank, but not the... I'll play with you. We're here. 180 is just around the bend. I should have a taller hi-hat for playing across like this. Ah. 45 more seconds. That right hand is not warmed up. Six, 17 seconds. 10 seconds. Sit down. Relax, left hand. You too, right hand. Okay, that's it. Crazy, crazy, crazy.